All right.
Here we are.
We're back.
Episode 93. 9-3.
Is it?
Could be 94.
I think last one was 9-3.
I think you're right, too. I think
Yeah,
it's 94.
94.
Episode 94 we're
94.
going with. I think you're right. I
Cool.
saw 93, wrote down 93.
Nice sunset in the back.
I know. We're back to sunsets.
Yeah.
In warm weather. It was warm today.
Yeah, warmish.
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 Warm for us.
Spring warm.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Yeah.
Celtics played today. Playoff game.
Celtics played.
Really awesome.
It is Easter. Also,
Easter.
And 420.
And 420.
Matt's a big drug guy.
Yeah.
Smokes a lot of pot.
Yes.
So this is a big day for him.
Yep. Right.
Because the Easter Bunny.
My favorite day.
Notoriously
Easter Bunny.
is a
Right.
stoner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Celtics game 1 playoffs.
Right. The Easter Bunny didn't visit you.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No. I switched religions.
Great, right.
Yeah.
No more bunnies.
Yeah. No
Right.
bunnies in my religion.
Of course. Yeah, so we have a schedule. Celtics just played. We'll do a quick little recap.
Yeah, we've been way behind. We
Way
haven't
behind.
talked in a while.
Yeah.
Celtics.
Celtics just played today,
Correct.
so we can quick, immediate, instant reaction,
Right.
because we're instant.
Yeah.
Nothing
What's your instant reaction? 3, 2, 1.
good. 3, 2, 1.
Happy.
Good and happy. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. That covered. We're going to do some, basically just stick with Boston sports today. We
Yeah.
do some NFL draft stuff with Patriots, kind of structured in, basically just statements, either agree, disagree, or whatever, and then we'll kind of give our take on it. Quinn has a similar thing for the Red Sox. And then
Yeah, we got a little.
we'll kind of bounce around just in that regard. I think
We might
that's
do
it.
a little Boston coaches
I have
ranking.
that. Yeah, I have that as well.
I have a couple other things if we have time.
Yeah, we're all short on time today.
Short on
so-
time. Also, some good Boston documentaries currently out.
True. I'm super behind on that,
Yeah.
but I'll rely on
I'm
you.
pretty ahead.
One thing I want to touch on Boston related before we really get into it.
Marathon bombing.
No. Paul Revere's back.
He's still alive?
You see that? He's back.
What? They cloned him?
They
Like
did
Jurassic
they
Park?
did a whole thing. Whole thing.
On him, like he's alive.
The other day, Paul Revere, I don't think it's actually Paul Revere, but some dude dressed as Paul Revere on a horse.
That's, yeah.
All the way down. And then projected
did the
on
whole
church.
ride?
Whole ride because to protest the current administration saying they're the British. And I was like, we have phones now, so we don't have to do all that.
Yeah.
But
But
it was
for
a
emphasis,
huge
no one has a
thing.
horse. That's
Huge.
like.
I know, he had a horse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was going
Did
all
he
the way
have-
down. But
Did
British
you
is
see
kind
any
of
lanterns or anything?
they lit them too. I don't know though, because it's like
different tower.
Right, same tower. They projected it all.
Also,
on
nowadays you can come by internet.
by air.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need
True.
3 lanterns, 4 lanterns.
5.
Green lantern.
Green lantern.
What is the green lantern? Green lanterns are going.
What if they lit one green lantern?
Everyone's like, whoa.
Shit,
Whoa.
Celtics.
So yeah, he's back. You should look into that. Crazy. Paul Revere, all the way back. How's the orange juice?
Really good. I haven't drinking out of a box in a while.
Yeah. That's my primary vessel of drink.
Wax box.
That's delicious.
Awesome.
Yeah, so good. All right, well, Paul Revere's back.
That's awesome.
Quick review. You saw Sinners.
Sinners.
How is that movie really that good? Everyone's saying it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really that good. I think it's more the uniqueness of a fresh movie. Everyone's been complaining about how movies run out of ideas and there's no one goes to the theater anymore. There's no box office movies, nothing. This is one. This is if you're one of those people that goes to the movies and you're like everything's the same nowadays and you don't go watch Sinners, then you're just a Scrooge.
Right.
Because this was awesome.
Right.
And it's one of those movies too where you have to see it in theaters because the sound, the energy of the theater and the loud music, you won't get the same watching at home.
That loud. Oh, it's Goranson, you said?
Dude, so fucking loud.
Oh my god.
So loud.
Really?
Yeah, the Goranson dude that did Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, he did Black Panther,
Panther,
he
yeah.
did Tenet.
Yep. Yeah, he's on the come up.
Oh yeah, big time.
And maybe I think he's already arrived.
Best in the game, maybe.
But it was the same dude that also directed. I don't remember his name.
Ryan Coogler.
Yep.
He's done Fruitvale Station. I don't know if you've ever seen
I don't
that.
know what that is.
Him and Michael B. Jordan.
The only ones I've seen, he did. Michael B. Jordan was in that movie too.
Breakout.
So every single movie
Every
he
single
does
one,
is
yeah.
Coogler.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So sick.
Yeah, he did all the Creeds. He did
Black Panther.
Black Panthers.
Yep.
Really good.
Hadn't really directed
good.
a movie in a while.
Yeah, he should make more movies.
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch a single preview or nothing. Didn't read a single thing. Had no idea what I was going into.
Me too,
it.
yeah.
Walking through the doors, our friend Craig was like, "Hey, this is a horror thriller." And me and our other friend Aiden looked at each other and we're like, "What? Why are we here?" Because we hate scary movies.
Right.
And it turned out to be scary,
Right.
but awesome.
So
like
good
a
that it was
thriller.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna say that what I wanted to say because it's a whole different type of movie, but yeah, it's thriller, a little spooky. It's one of the best scenes in my memory as
Really?
of late.
I heard someone talking about a scene.
This one scene, the music scene, if anyone's seen it, when the dude's strumming the guitar, it's the best scene I think I've seen in
5 years.
Yeah, I just said seen so many times. Yeah, 5 years probably.
Damn.
Probably.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
awesome
best
for
individual
movies.
scene in a while.
That's sick. And
So-
Michael B. Jordan plays 2 characters. That's all I really know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's
it's
set.
cool seeing because we've been lately been talking about characters' range,
Yeah.
and it's cool seeing him. They're like twin brothers,
Okay.
but they're like they have different, obviously,
Super
personalities and
different,
stuff. So him being both of them at the same time is really cool.
That's dope.
And then they bring in like a whole twist of like I don't want to spoil it, but if you see it, like vampires. And it's
Whoa!
like,
I had no idea.
yeah,
It's
but
a vampire movie.
It's not your typical vampire movie at all.
Okay.
A whole different take on vampires, and it's
Ah.
not at all what you think.
Really?
But there's so many different levels to it, and it gets confusing at times.
Mm.
Kind of ties in at the end. You walk away being like, "Huh, that was really interesting." And then the more you sit on it, you're like, "Dude, that was a hell of a movie."
Really?
Yeah.
I heard you guys. I saw you guys texting in the group chat the other day where it was like 3 days later. It gets better every
Yeah,
day
it gets
that
better.
goes by.
Yeah, It was a really good movie.
So it's not after Nosferatu. I'm a little vampired out.
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
No, it's not. In your brain, when you draw a vampire, you wouldn't find it in this movie.
Okay, sweet,
Yeah.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
great. Nice. Sinners. Out of 1,000, what would you give it?
Out of 1,000,
We usually do out of 1,000.
right? I'll give it a. Wow, that's a tough question.
I know. Is it in the 900s?
No, I'd say like 874.
Okay, so right
Yeah.
there. Really,
Yeah.
really, really good.
Really good, really
Really good.
solid. I think it like for any movie to get into the 900s for me, I'd have to watch it twice.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Would you watch the movie twice or too much?
I would watch it twice, but not now. Like
Yeah,
not again.
I need some time.
Yeah,
I need some
I
time.
need to let it
Years later.
sit for a while
Sweet.
and then watch it again.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
good though. Really
So
good.
good.
All right,
That's great.
sports.
Sports. Celtics played today.
So let's play today.
They won. I don't know the actual score, but they won by a lot.
It was they
Did they
covered
cover?
the spread.
They covered,
13
yeah,
and a half.
yeah.
They covered.
All I really have to say about this game is that just my take on our team is that one, they're just at the point where they're just like, it just feels like they're all adults. You know what I mean? Which has been the case for like 12 months now.
Right.
Also, we're just so deep. You know?
We're so deep.
We're just so deep.
Yeah.
Like, we're
So deep
so deep and big and long
and full.
and full. Like Derek White just can score 30 points.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think the Magic, like Tatum didn't shoot well. I don't know if that was a defensive thing. Like they were really emphasis on Tatum. Oh, I noticed like one little game plan thing. Like they really were not letting Kristaps Porzingis shoot the 3 at
Right.
all. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Derek White. Just
No, we're
gonna score
versatile.
30.
We can do it
Yeah.
a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Pritchard. I mean, yeah, we have 7, 8 guys that can torch you. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a fun team to watch. I love that everyone's hating on Tatum because he had
What's like 17?
17 points,
Yeah.
2 more than SGA had. No one's mentioning that. No, it's great. I mean, we just got a good, solid team. I'm not like the worries of the Celtics past are gone. The last couple of years.
That's what I
you
was
know?
saying by the adults then. Yeah.
It's gone.
Totally.
That's a game I think we would lose in the past if
Right? Because
You
no
know?
Tatum's like, oh
you know
no.
Derek White. Yeah, I
Like,
know.
it's weird, almost like we used to see, like, if Tatum wasn't having, which didn't really happen often, but if we saw that, like, ooh, Tatum wasn't shooting well, we'd all be like, oh, God, uh-oh. I, like, didn't, and not once in that whole game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fine.
Yep.
Not a problem.
Yeah. Maybe we'll save the doc stuff for after
Documentary stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
next episode or something.
Yeah, cool.
Do you have any thoughts on NBA MVP?
Yeah, I just don't understand the world where SGA is going to win it. Besides the voter fatigue argument, which I've always hated.
You're saying why he's gonna win it?
I understand why he's gonna win it. If I had a vote, I would vote Jokic. I think it's extremely clear that it's Jokic. Obviously, SGA has had an awesome season, but like again, I'm always a most valuable guy. Like I just think that's like it's in the award. It's not like who's had the most fun season. You know?
Right. Yeah. I think he deserves the award.
Sure.
Maybe not as much as Jokic deserves it.
Right.
When you're doing the value piece, it's tough to play the value game because you take Wemby off the Spurs. It's like there's so many different
Tiers of it.
scenarios.
Yeah.
And that's actually not what the award really means.
Right.
Yeah, it's
really
just what
not.
it's called.
Yeah.
It's really just who had the best
Season.
season kind of.
Yeah.
And SGA.
Most popular season also.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing, the Embiid argument from a couple years ago. There's
Yeah.
a lot of times when LeBron didn't get it because...
Which is crazy.
Yeah, but like you can't tell me those years like Dirk didn't deserve it.
Like Derrick Rose.
Yeah, well, his was
Right.
50, but like he played good enough to deserve it.
And he was out of no right, exactly.
I think people just put too much emphasis on it.
And my thing, I'm like I'm not biased. Like if I was really taking all my bias aside, I just think Jokic should win it.
Yeah.
But the part that like I have all this like negative energy towards SGA is really because of the like him and Tatum comparisons. Where
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really think it's that close between him and Tatum. Like I think Tatum is like definitely better. I don't think it's like...
I think on the tiering system, they're on the same tier.
I think so, too.
Because, like, SJ scores the ball a little bit better, and Tatum does everything else a little bit better.
Right.
So that kind of levels out. Obviously, this NBA, everyone cares more about scoring because not everyone watches the games, and people just kind of are like, oh, he's averaging 30 a game, blah, blah, blah. But I think they do the same amount of input on the basketball court, and Tatum's nowhere near the MVP conversations, and SGA is like clear front runner.
That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
And again, like the 15
but everyone's saying Tatum has a great team, like a better team around him, which you can then play the blame game.
But how many points did SGA have?
Is Tatum making the team better?
Right. Again, facilitating in the way where it's like he's so selfless that you can he's just never been a problem ever.
Yeah.
So it's like you can do that.
Yeah, it's tough. SGA is awesome.
SGA is awesome, but you just said the thing about the points where it's like no one cares.
Yeah, it's just the point. Yeah, I know. You can't. I mean, the thing is, you could tell me SGA is winning MVP. He's not the best player in basketball. That's what I think a lot of people go to is like Joel Embiid's nowhere near a top 5 player.
And that was always the LeBron thing.
Yeah, it's like LeBron might not win the MVP, but he's the best player in the NBA. Yeah. I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. If every once in a while he's not going to win MVP, it's just the way it goes. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard 6th man of the year.
You confirmed?
Not confirmed, but it's like minus 300 or something like that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so great.
Last time we had one of those.
Right.
Hung around for a while. From Brogdon.
Right. That's so soon after. All right. Cool. That's all I have on the Celtics. Anything else moving forward? Anything quickly about the rest of the playoff? Just been one game for everyone.
Just excited.
It is. The matchups are really fun.
The West is going to be crazy. I would like to say I think the Timberwolves are my sleeper team somehow. They've been no one's talking about them. People are saying the Clippers are a finals favorite.
Yeah.
I think the Timberwolves, who lost in the conference finals last year, arguably got a little bit better, I think.
Yeah.
They're a different team. Weird season, but people are sleeping on them. And Edwards has some playoff experience now.
Right. That's my big thing with them.
Yeah, and if they can get Luka out of there early and Jokic isn't a threat, then it's
he's the type of guy that
we got to be SJ and we're in the finals.
Luka torched him last year. And I feel like that is a huge thing for him.
Yeah.
Huge thing.
How about, that interview, the sit-down with Luka?
I didn't watch all that. I just saw the blurbs.
The only thing I saw was that he smashed his phone. Right after he got, does he want to be in LA, Lakers fans?
I know. Does Luka want to be in LA?
I'm going to start pushing that narrative. Yeah.
I don't know.
Clearly, he just loved being in Dallas.
But he probably doesn't want to be in LA.
I don't think he likes LeBron.
When you look, I think LeBron doesn't like him.
I think he doesn't like JJ Redick.
I don't think he likes Bronny either.
I don't think he likes
LA.
I
don't think so.
No.
They're probably going to trade him.
He likes the colder weather in Dallas.
That's what they say. More like his home nation of Slovenia. Yeah, right. That's so true.
He misses JJ Barea.
He does. And that's in Gafford. Yeah.
Boban Marjanovic.
Yeah, he misses him. He probably does miss
Boban. Who
That's his boy. Who would? I would.
Jake from State Farm probably misses him.
Oh, yeah.
That was my favorite commercial ever.
So good. Oh my God, I just said something about the T-Wolves and the matchups, but it's gone now. So that's
okay. That you think Martin Luther King Jr. was a liar?
Expand on that.
I didn't know. I'm saying you talk about that all the time.
What do you mean a liar? I didn't say. I've never said that.
Well, he got caught plagiarizing.
I've never said. I hardly even knew about the plagiarizing thing. I've never said those words together in my life. So.
All right, we'll keep moving.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, everything but the NBA. I'm gonna be pissed. I can't remember that, but that's okay. 2 seconds.
Do you want me to keep guessing?
Do you remember? 3, 2.
You saw Draymond Green's dick that time?
What?
I don't know, dude. You're the one that's trying to say something.
Again,
I'm trying to speak for you.
2 guesses, so wrong. These might be the 2 least.
We were talking basketball.
Least guess. Thank you. Okay, moving on. I appreciate it though. I appreciate the guesses.
Let me know if you want me to take another crack at it.
Thanks. Not right now. Okay, moving to NFL draft.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, sweet. I'll fire some agree disagrees at you.
Okay.
I would like to do them too. I don't know if you have any.
I have just a couple. I have everyone's mock draft up from NFL.com.
Love it.
I just started scenarios, so I can read 7 of them off and just to go through them.
I'm down to do that. Yeah. We were talking about this. I am not nearly as into this draft as I was into the last draft. But
I have a huge take I thought of on the way over here.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of what I've seen is that it's just not that good, but it kind of makes it interesting because a lot of things can happen. It probably isn't going to be chalk. Yeah. So what was your take though?
My take is that along with the draft not being good and us having the 4th pick and the top 3 guys being Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and Abdul Carter, being right after that drop off, we're kind of in a win-win because no matter what we take, is like going to help the team, and it's not one of those guys where it's like there's a right and wrong pick. Like I can be convinced of anyone right now. If those top 3 guys fall, awesome. If not, it's Will Campbell, and we get an offensive lineman.
And it's like, who else were we supposed to pick?
If something else happens, it's like, all right, I can convince myself of this. Right. And then obviously there's going to be someone drafted after the 4th pick that's awesome, and you'll be like, we could have taken that guy.
Yeah.
But being at the 4th pick, you have the freedom to kind of go. There's a couple different guys in the next tier after the top 3 where you can get creative, and then I can convince myself of anyone. If it's like wide receiver, if it's running
way
back,
less pressure like there was last year.
Yeah, it's like if you mess up the pick last year, we're fucked. So now this year, it's like we added in free agency. We already hit on the quarterback, and there's less pressure now. You can take a D-line, you can take an O-line, and if the O-line misses, it's going to suck. But I feel like everyone's saying like it's the wrong pick, a bad pick, but like if the draft's not that strong, we don't have a top 3 pick.
It's not that strong.
Yeah,
that's
just the way life goes.
Right, and for me, I'm not going to.
Awesome.
If we draft someone, if the top 3 guys go and we draft whoever at 4, if it was like, unless it's like some rando, then and it doesn't pan out,
I'll be super in those.
100%. I will be so in. I'll be so in heading in, and if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to be like.
If we're the Giants pick right now and they take,
oh my God,
like Shador Sanders 3rd, I'd be like, dude, what are we doing?
Right.
But at 4, we're not taking a quarterback.
Exactly.
And we're not getting a top 3 guy.
And if Travis somehow falls, like that would be the one, but I'd be like, I didn't think it was
make it work. I'll convince myself.
Yeah, of course. So, I totally agree with that take.
Everyone's saying like there's all these wrong picks and bad picks. I think there's no wrong pick right now.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree.
I think wherever we go, we need to help the team everywhere. So we're going to help the team with any pick.
Agreed.
Whether they're like
and the quarterback's good.
Or they're just like average, or they suck. Then that's just the draft. That's not your fault at 4.
Right. At
Obviously,
4,
you could be better at picking guys, but
I agree. First statement. Do you want to do yours first, and then which ones that don't get covered, I'll hit.
Okay. First, we'll do. This is Chad Roteur.
Chad Roteur.
Roteur. T-O-U-I-X.
What?
No. Rotor. So his top 4: Cam Ward to the Titans, Travis Hunter to the Browns, Abdul Carter to the Giants, and at 4, we got Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah, so I have one of these.
I thought about it for 5 seconds after reading through these right before I came here. I would love it so much.
I thought about it for 4 minutes, I think. I would also...
How long did I say? Like 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
Yeah.
I would also love it, but I don't think they should do it. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean...
I would love it. If that happened, I'd be like, whoa. I'd be like, oh my God.
There's a good chance in the future, though, we end up being like, we took Will Campbell at 4 as the right pick. He's a good left tackle or guard.
Yeah.
And then 2 picks later, the Raiders take Ashton Jeanty, and he's
awesome.
A Hall of Famer, 15 years, like 1,000 years a year. And you're like, dude, why? You would make a TikTok next year, and you're like, why did we not draft him?
My Jeanty argument is like, of course, last year was like the year of the running back all of a sudden, and Saquon did all these things. How was Saquon on the Giants 2 years ago? Just ineffective. Like he just was. He was just ineffective. Like he was Saquon, but like it was so like just not awesome. Like he was like very average kind of running back.
I don't know about that.
Stats wise, 100%.
He made game changing plays. He would break long tutties,
but like barely, I think. And like with the Giants, like it was really like average. So that's why with Jeanty,
I think it's because the team was like
horrible.
Like the games were they had a decent defense, so the games were low scoring.
Yeah.
And even if Saquon scored 1 touchdown a game by himself, like it was 14-7, they were losing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like the impact's big. And on the Eagles, they're scoring 30 points a game. And you're like,
with the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, are the Patriots closer to that Giants team or that Eagles team? And I'm like,
yeah, but so do you never want to have a running back?
So my thing would be, because this is the best running back class we've seen in 5 years, whatever.
Draft one later.
I would take Will Campbell or maybe Kelvin Banks, and then take one later. Just because I just think running backs are just destined for failure behind that O-line. That being said, and this is maybe the argument you're making, is Ashton Jeanty a Saquon, a Derrick Henry coming out of the draft?
I'm saying a Heisman quality running back changes the game.
No matter what.
Derrick Henry, those Titans teams were good, but not good enough.
They weren't the Eagles.
They couldn't win without Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they had Taylor Lewan and some good pieces.
Yeah. And Ashton Jeanty's just fucking awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Any other running backs in this draft, I'm like, they're
Could be good.
Good. I don't really know them that well.
I don't either.
Omari and
I
Hampton.
know Hampton and Scorton from A&M.
I don't know. I'm so not in this draft.
Yeah, I just know.
I shouldn't be. If anything I say is like analyzing or breaking down a player's skill set, ignore it.
Yeah.
Ignore it immediately.
I'm going to be the
and
guy.
strike it from the record.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Genty would be awesome. Again, that being said, if the Patriots at 4 we pick Aston Genty, I am like...
Dude, the highlights we would get to watch instead of like Will Campbell highlights would be awesome.
I might order a jersey.
Yeah, and dude, all the stuff he's been doing with the sending out letters to the NFL GMs.
Oh, what's that? I saw a brief thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it was real or not, but I saw it on Twitter. He was like sending out letters to like draft me basically to NFL GMs, and one of them was like, oh, I don't remember. Should I look it up?
But it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Most people, they watched the Eagles win the Super Bowl a couple months ago. They watched Saquon run through everyone in the playoffs, and they thought to themselves, this is amazing. I watched it and I thought something different. I thought, that can be me.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty sick.
Okay, see, that's where I'm like...
Now he has a whole, dude, this is a whole, like, 10-page article with pictures talking about, I've gone from Jacksonville to Chesapeake to Naples to Frisco to Boise.
Damn.
I've played defensive end, safety, outside linebacker, special teams, slot receiver, running back. Wow.
So that's where it's like, maybe I don't care about the O-line.
Yeah, I think I love his mentality. And this is the best part, too, at the end. The last line, it's tackle, all caps, tackle football. You know what I'm saying? I draft the guy they can't tackle. Thank you for your time, Ashton Genty.
That's pretty sweet.
You know?
That's pretty sweet.
You know?
That's pretty sweet.
He's got a point.
I'd be so fired up.
You should read that whole letter. We'll post it on the Wagon or something.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
It's sick.
Oh, I'd be so fired up. Okay, that's great. Great Ashton Genty breakdown.
Those 11 dudes on defense, they're on the football field playing football. Me, in my mind, I'm still in the backyard with my friends playing No One Can Touch Me. These quotes, dude. Wait, could this be AI? That seemed too creative to be AI.
Right. He breaks the mold of AI.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going through.
Yeah.
So that is a scenario where you're like, maybe not the smartest pick, but could turn out to be the greatest pick in Patriots history.
Totally.
And you talk about best player available.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. No one's talking about the second round.
No, I'm definitely
not either. Yeah.
I've heard it's like there's certain positions where it's like good luck after the first round.
All right. Next up on the NFL.com is Mark Ross with his 1.0.
Okay, Mark Ross 1.0.
He went Cam Ward to the Titans, Abdul Carter to the Browns, Travis Hunter to the Giants, and Will Campbell to the Patriots.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a pretty popular.
Yep.
Whether Carter and Hunter are switched, I think it's going to be a pretty popular
top four.
Top four. Which, side note, I have Cam Ward to be the first overall pick at plus 900. I bet it a while ago, and that was a sharp pick.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna bring that up. That's
pretty sweet.
That's so sweet. Will Campbell to the Patriots. I like it.
I've convinced myself.
Me too.
I love the mentality.
I love the mentality.
He's had these arms his whole life, and he's made it to
LSU.
the SEC.
SEC.
Good in the SEC.
If this guy was on like Iowa, like a Big Ten maybe not the best example. Pac-12 team, I'd be like,
yeah, I don't know.
LSU, man.
LSU. SEC for years.
And he's like, he got beat a couple times. Okay.
That's
SEC.
Football. Yeah. My thing is, everyone's been saying you like put him at guard, and you can't draft a guard fourth. Like it's the wrong pick.
Right.
If he's an All-Pro Hall of Fame guard at 4, how is he not a top 4 pick?
Right. How are we not satisfied with that?
And I think the floor with Campbell is he's a good maybe he sucks at left tackle and then he's a good guard. And then you get better your offensive line. And then we're in the same spot next year, but we have a guard.
We have a guard who's going to be
now
for
we have
10 years.
Nothing.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Also, when have we ever seen like aura coming out of the NFL draft from an offensive lineman?
Yeah.
And we kind of have it with Campbell.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I listen to. Like the first thing that people talk about is like his locker room mentality. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, do we not need that desperately right now? So, again, it could go, even if he's a guard, we have a good guard who's like a Patriot Hall of Fame leader. Okay.
Worst case scenario, you get the best offensive tackle in the history of sports.
Worst case.
Absolute
worst
case. Best case, leave that up to you guys.
Everyone's like, well, he's not Joe Thomas. And I'm like, well.
Well, how many people are Joe Thomas?
Right.
One.
Please.
Yeah.
You know who he is? Will Campbell.
True. Mason Graham fourth.
Okay.
The Patriots.
I don't know anything about Mason Graham except that some people said he's the one who won't bust.
Yeah, I think he's like an edger.
I think he works more inside.
He won't bust though.
He won't bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that'd be a good pick.
That's covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that.
This guy's analysis of Mason Graham is that we signed a bunch and we have a good defense and that this will just make the defense better. And then at the bottom says, not to fret, Drake may have got something up my sleeve to upgrade your protection in the back half of this mock.
Don't.
Just what I want. Something up my sleeve to protect my $1 million
quarterback. Please. How about I have Christian Barmore? Yeah.
Something up my sleeve.
Yeah, I'm Mason Graham. I don't know about that.
I think most of them are Will Campbell here and there, Ashton Genty here and there. This one has. This draft is holy hell. All right, who is this guy? Maurice Jones-Drew. That's who this guy is. Cam Ward first to the Titans. Abdul Carter to the Browns. Shedeur Sanders to the Giants. Fourth pick, we still take Will Campbell.
Oh, okay.
Fifth pick, Tet McMillan to the Jags.
Whoa.
Sixth pick, Ashton Genty to the Raiders. And then all the way at 7, the Jets get Travis Hunter.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's not going to happen,
no,
MJD. Great initials, though.
Yeah. I think that's a whiff, though, MJD.
I do as well.
Although you never know. Oh, is this Greg Zuerlein?
Really?
No, Lance.
Lance, the other one. Yeah, right.
Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, Will Campbell. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty popular. I'd say that's the most popular outcome.
Agreed.
Mocks.
I have another guy.
Okay.
The Patriots should consider Tyler Warren at number 4.
The tight end out of Penn State.
Correct. Number 44.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about areas of need.
No. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
If we're talking about impact on the field, maybe. Like, not 100%, right? Although, like, tight ends, these rookie tight ends have been on a tear.
That's honestly the Brock Bowers. Yeah. That's where I'm like,
and before that, it was Sam Laporta.
Yeah. I'm like, we could go one of those guys? Yeah. I would like that. And Hunter Henry's like 31, and he's Hunter Henry. And we have Austin Hooper, who are like, those guys are fine. They catch the ball, and they're productive.
Yeah. I would rather take anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just feel like tight end is not.
I know, it'd be crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, if he's blocking well. That's the thing, too, with Genty is like, he'll take stress off of the offensive line.
True.
If he can block well. I don't know if he can.
I don't either, actually.
I want the my boy from Arizona State.
Scatabo.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
Yeah, psychopath.
Psychopath. He second round?
I have no idea.
Think someone
I
could reach?
have no idea.
Scatabo would be a...
I literally don't know, dude. So lay off.
Sorry. Fan favorite instantly. Because he would do something crazy.
Yeah, and everyone would be like classic white dude.
Right, from Boston.
Yeah.
I like the Tyler Warren thing just because I watched him play a bunch in the playoffs, and every time I was like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
He was like a this guy's awesome type of guy.
But he was also like, this is all they got.
All they got.
So
I'm like, could we do that? You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the Genty thing for me. That's where he fits in my head. Although Genty almost won the Heisman, and Tyler Warren was actually, he might have been in New York, Tyler Warren. I have 2 non-Patriot draft things.
Okay.
The Giants will take Shedeur Sanders. Will. Not should, will.
Will in the draft or at the third pick?
At the third pick.
I've seen a couple things of them trading back up to like 15 and getting him.
Right.
Yeah.
At 3.
Okay.
Will, not should.
Is this an agree, disagree?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
disagree.
agree.
I don't think it's a certainty, but there's things. Remember he wore those cleats?
That's what I mean.
The Giants.
That's what I mean. I saw a random report today that was like, Giants are seriously.
I mean, they brought him back in for his second visit.
I heard a credible report that said there's just a lot of different opinions in the Giants front office right now.
Yeah, which if anything from those videos last offseason tells you, then they're right. There's so many people.
So many.
And they won't pick the right one.
No.
That's the thing, but that makes you think they will take him.
Right, because it's not. I don't think it'd be the right choice.
The only reason I could really see to take him that early is like for the business side of things. Like he'll sell a ton of jerseys
in New York. Yeah,
he'll be fun.
Right.
They brought in Russ.
Yeah.
And Jameis.
Yes, I think so.
Both of them.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna draft the quarterback there.
Right.
The Giants, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The weird thing is Dable and whoever the GM is, what's his name?
That buffoon, whatever.
They're coaching for their job.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do kind of have to make a move.
And they're kind of like, well, dude, I mean, rookie year, like we drafted this guy. You know, it kind of buys them more time job-wise.
Maybe if he looks good this year, but they don't make the playoffs or something.
Anything. Or even if he plays like 2 games and he looks good at the end of the year. And it's like, oh, we got the, you know. I would
rather take a flyer later in the draft with like the kid from Louisville.
Shug.
Or the kid from Syracuse.
McCord, yeah.
McCord, like,
yeah.
I'd rather take them in the second, third round and, like, put them in later when you suck than waste the third pick.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Could get Lawrence Taylor.
The Giants can waste the third pick. I don't think the Patriots can waste the fourth pick.
No, totally.
Whoever you're taking, because you're not taking a quarterback. You're not making a crazy pick.
Right. Agree.
Unless they draft, like, I don't know. Even if you drafted, like, the safety from Alabama. What's his name? Was it Alabama?
The safety?
No. Was it Michigan?
Oh, the corner? Not Johnson was last year.
Whatever. Like, something like that. Some random dude is like,
I'm fine with that,
trying to make the team better. And I trust Vrabel. Like, I trust Belichick being like, hey, this dude's a random guy, but I trust him.
Me too. I trust him. I think the Giants are going to be the Giants and fucking talk
Will
themselves
Johnson.
in. Will Johnson. Okay, yeah, it is Will Johnson. I think they're going to talk themselves into Shador and do something stupid.
I really could see it.
Another one, non-Patriots, only because I saw this. Mm-hmm. Colin Cowherd said this. The Titans will be a playoff team with Cam Ward.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I think Cam Ward's awesome.
I think Cam Ward's awesome too.
Even if he's great, like there's a learning curve. And
what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
I love the Fortnite stuff. He was playing Fortnite and was like, they were like, who's the best wide receivers in the league? He was like,
probably Calvin Ridley.
Ridley. Best running backs?
Probably Tajay Spears.
Tajay Spears and
the other dude who's on that. They signed.
Oh no. The kid from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm my football brain is not active right now.
Tony Pollard. Yeah, it's probably Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears. Yeah. I just had to pick
and then maybe like, I don't know, Saquon.
Yeah.
Top three.
Yeah, top three.
Yeah, wow, football brain is not working.
Not on at all.
Yeah,
I know.
Wow. Not that I ever am a name guy.
Right.
I don't ever know people's names.
Well,
but like football
I don't
brain
either.
is out.
I know. I don't either.
Like I could right now probably name a player on every MLB team, and I could never do that.
That is so crazy. I couldn't. Segue, professional podcaster. I don't have anything left on the Patriots.
Other than good luck.
Good luck, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited.
I think
stress-free excitement.
Stress-free. And I think this draft is more about the depth. What you do with the later picks, like
if you can hit a couple. Oh, yeah.
And then obviously, the early pick. Are we gonna do a stream? Probably not.
Dude, I'm down.
I have class till 9 p.m.
Cool. Gonna do
that. Sucks. I forgot about that.
I forgot about it too, to be honest.
I'm so done with class.
So done. Screw that.
It's been so bad. I'm like, should I drop out? And I have like 4 weeks left.
That's awesome. 4 weeks? Is it 4 weeks left?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not. No dates with me. No timetables.
No idea. Timetables. Okay, Red Sox. You have a couple Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox choked the lead today to the White Sox.
They lost that game.
8-4.
Okay. Yeah. I was watching. They were up 5-2, I think.
That's impossible because they had 4 runs.
Right. 4-2.
Yeah, it was 4-3 for a while, and then they gave up like a 2-run double, and then Liam Hendricks came in for the first time in like 3 years.
Former team.
Second pitch, 2-run home run. Yeah. So that was going good.
Perfect.
Good to see Andrew Benintendi out there.
Yeah.
Benny Biceps back in Fenway.
But
my Red Sox scenarios are, obviously, if you watch the Red Sox, you know that the team's kind of at a weird point right now, where we're like 500, we need to play better, but there's so many players on the team and only so many spots where it's like, are we calling up Roman Anthony? If so, we have to cut like 2 outfielders, trade or bench 2 outfielders, and then there's a little, where do you start Campbell's been awesome.
Right.
So I just want to run through, for the outfielders we have right now that are like worthy of playing in the outfield, Willie Abreu in right field, Jarren Duran's been playing left, Cedane Rafael's been playing center, awesome. Roman Anthony, he's ready to get called up.
Yeah.
Probably won't play right field, but left or center. People have been talking about first base because they hate Tristan Casas, who hit a walk-off walk-off.
Yeah.
Yoshida is still on the books for a lot of money, is a decent hitter, can't really play outfield, so more DH spot maybe, but like he's there for a good amount of money, but you can't just bench him.
Right.
Rob Refsnyder, obviously more of a backup role, but leader, gets on base. And then like Christian Campbell, kind of left field, second base.
Could be, if needed.
Because in the infield, you have Christian Campbell at second.
Yeah.
Story at short.
Yeah.
This is just the middle infield. Marcelo Meyer, ready to come up. Hit 3 home runs in his last 4 games, I think.
Right.
Vaughn Grissom, who we traded for, Chris Sale, we got him back.
Yeah.
And he's been tearing it up. He had like...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he had like 5 for 6 the other night. And David Hamilton, who's already up.
Vaughn Grissom, not up.
No, he played with us last year.
Right, that's what I thought, He's in Worcester.
He's in Worcester, right? Yeah. So what do we do? Like, what's your ideal outfield?
I think we have to just train Roman Anthony to play another position.
Where?
I don't know.
Because then you get rid of catcher?
Yeah.
Carlos Narvaez has been awesome.
Who is that?
Our catcher.
He's on the team.
Yeah.
Don't know who that is.
We picked him up this offseason. Connor Wong went down with like a hand injury.
Dude, I don't know. It's crazy because like the whole thing was like, yeah, we'll probably end up trading Willier Gray. He was one of the best players on the team. So.
He hit a home run yesterday, but before that, he was 3 for 22.
Back into
his
the slump.
22 at bats. So it's like just because he started the season hot, that's what everyone remembers.
Yeah,
but baseball, water always holds its level with baseball.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looked awesome. He won a Gold Glove last year. He's young.
We should have traded.
We haven't approached him for a contract yet.
He's got to be out.
Cedric Rafaela is like probably going to win a Gold Glove, Platinum Glove in center field.
Yeah, he's unreal.
A righty who hits mediocrely. He's fast. He's young.
Yeah.
Jaron Duran, the year he had last year, All-Star Game MVP.
Yeah.
Led the league in doubles and triples.
Right.
But he's like 28 already.
I know, crazy.
And not under a contract.
Right, crazy.
And then Yoshida's under contract, so like we could obviously if you have to get Roman Anthony up, I think the answer is I don't want this to happen, but like trade Jaron Duran. I think you get the most return for him. I think he's 5 years older than all the other guys. He's not locked up on a huge contract yet. You trade him, you could get a stud closer.
Yeah. How's Chapman been?
He's been pretty good. He's
older.
Or old as Chapman. Yeah, I mean, he still throws the hardest fastball in the league, pretty much.
Crazy.
But he's been all right. We could definitely use an elite level closer, but like I just don't. There's a log jam, so someone has to go, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
it's gonna suck. Either way.
At the deadline, you think this year or after this year?
Probably this year because we're gonna be
like 500. I bet at the deadline.
Even if you're 500, that's contending for a wild card spot in the MLB. So it's like
gotta do something.
You make a move. I don't know. And then in the infield, like if Story stays healthy, he's been one of the best on the team.
Yeah.
Campbell's at second. Where do you put Marcelo Meyer? You just keep him down there.
Yeah.
Until Story gets hurt, but what if that doesn't happen ever?
Right.
It's a tough spot. It's so weird because last year we were like, no one can play baseball.
No one's on the team.
Yeah.
We don't have a single.
We have no one to play shortstop.
Yeah. That's so wild.
And now we're at a log jam.
How has the documentary been?
The documentary's been unreal. It was from last season.
Right.
Yeah. I loved it a lot because it had in-game stuff. It had people mic'd up in the game, like scores in the Yankee game, being like 2-run home run to go ahead 5-4. And then they like talk to the players after everything, and you dive more into like, oh, Brian Bell's been struggling. His wife can't get a visa. Hasn't seen his wife all year. Or his kid. So it's like, dude.
That'll happen. That'll do it.
Yeah. So
things no one sees.
Yeah, nothing like that. So it's cool to see that side of things. I thought it's been really good. I have like a couple episodes left.
Sweet.
I miss Tyler O'Neill. I miss Dom Smith.
Right, Dom Smith.
I love Dom Smith.
Your guy, Dom Smith.
Yeah.
Talking about those teams last year. What would he do this year?
Yeah. And then Jaron Duran, a narrative I think a lot of people have is like he's reaching like kind of douchey status with like Alex Verdugo was like, you know how Alex Verdugo was? Who, by the way, great debut for the Braves the other night.
What did he do?
He had 4 hits and like 3 RBIs, something like that.
Yeah, awesome.
But you watch the doc and Jaron Duran's like, I'm not good enough to play in the MLB. Like, send me back down.
Okay.
After he like wins All-Star Game MVP.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not good enough to do this.
Right.
And everyone thinks he's like a douchebag because he like yells at fans and stuff.
Right.
But really, he's just like in his head.
Right. Baseball players.
It's interesting. Yeah. So I think my ideal lineup would be Roman Anthony in the left, Rafael in center, Abreu in right, Campbell at second, Mayer at short.
What happens to Story?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like platoon the two of them. You can't do that, but like trade Story maybe.
Who's taking that deal? Really?
No, I mean someone.
Someone
would.
A lot of it. To be fair.
He's been playing well. The thing is, he's like older and injury prone. Even if he's healthy right now and playing awesome,
he'll get hurt.
If you're just playing for the championship this year, then that makes sense to keep him. But like, I think in the future you could get a lot of return from a guy like Story, and you're not going to sign him to another contract.
Right.
So, I don't know. And if you lock up those 5 guys, you'll have them for 100 years. Yeah.
100 years. I love it. All right.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's so.
I love baseball though. I'm going to Fenway this week. Have to.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Okay, moving on. Quick Bruins thing.
Yeah.
It's so weird this year because they're not in the playoffs, and I'm so used to this time of year. Like when things start to get warm, I'm in like a room with my dad every night because it's the Bruins one night, Celtics one night, Bruins one night, Celtics one night, and the Bruins nights are always way worse, way worse because they're always so stressful.
Correct.
And they a lot of the times lose. It's really nice that they're not in it.
It kind of is like a little stress relief.
I just don't have to watch the Bruins in the playoffs.
Especially since they wouldn't be good right now.
Oh, it'd be horrible. It'd be like Pastrnak somehow saves a game and I have hope, and then basically what happened last year. But yeah, it's all my Bruins thing. Do you want to quickly
first time in NHL history that the 4 original 6 teams from the United States didn't.
Right.
First team ever in
Red
NHL
Wings,
history.
Bruins, and
Penguins.
Blackhawks.
Did you say Penguins?
No,
Are they not originals?
I don't think so. I think
Blackhawks
it's Rangers,
definitely.
Rangers, Red Wings, Blackhawks, Bruins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Maple Leafs,
they-
Canadians. Yeah. Damn. Crazy. All right, Boston coaches real quick?
Yeah, Boston
So-
coaches rankings.
Yeah, are we talking about rankings, current ones or all time? I have both.
I did current.
Okay.
Yeah, current.
Perfect.
All
That's
time
cool.
would be so confusing.
I looked it up. There's actually not that many crazy ones because there's been a bunch of turnover.
What would
for,
you
like,
say? It'd be Bill, or it'd be Red Auerbach.
I have Red 1.
Yeah, Bill.
And then I have Bill 2. And I have, this is where it's like, I think you can kind of make arguments for a lot. I have Francona at
I was
3.
gonna say Terry.
Yeah. And then I have Claude Julien at 4.
Okay.
Just
yeah,
because the Bruins Cup in 11 is
Yeah.
crazy. He's also all-time, I didn't realize all-time.
Bill
wins
Russell.
leader. Bill Russell could be one. Claude's the all-time wins leader for the Bruins. I played Casey Jones at 5 just because he was the coach of the 80s teams.
Yeah, he was
and it was
awesome.
like a really competitive league.
Yeah.
So.
The basketball's tough.
Yeah, really tough. Okay, current Boston coaches
Ranked.
ranked.
Correct. Do you want to go? You do yours.
This is tougher than you think. I'm going to go Joe Mazzulla 1.
Okay.
He's the most recent champion.
Fair.
He's an amazing team, though.
Fair.
I'm going to go Alex Cora 2,
Mm-hmm.
just because I think he's actually, not only is he a champion, but he's done a lot with
Yep.
sometimes not as great
Mm-hmm.
teams. I have Mike Vrabel at 3, just because
Yep.
we haven't seen him yet, but his track record is really solid. And then I have the Bruins coach Sacco at 4, absolute dog water. I don't even know what they're doing with him. I don't even know if he's coming back. So
Okay. I like that. Respect. I'm pretty similar.
yeah,
I had Cora 1.
yeah, totally fair.
Just because he's been around,
Right.
he's a veteran.
Yeah.
The guys love him. Everyone buys in.
Yeah.
Same thing with Missoula, but we're only a year into this experiment.
Yeah.
He obviously won a championship.
Right.
But, I don't know.
Cora's dealt with so much more adversity.
True.
Mm.
Plus, baseball's like more solid where I know Cora will be there. Basketball, like, they're firing every good
Everyone.
coach in the
Yeah,
Mike
it's
Malone gone.
So
like,
weird.
I don't know. Third, I have Rabes.
Like it.
Unproven,
Right.
obviously. But proven in the same sense, but
Yeah.
not in New England.
Yeah.
Fourth, I have Caleb Porter.
Oh, Caleb Porter is the New England Revolution coach.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Decent year this year.
Yeah.
I think 11th in the table.
I think, they played a few games.
Yeah.
They got a W the other day, though.
Yeah.
Against the New York City FC.
Correct. Then I have Courtney Burchard Kessel.
Okay. Boston Pride?
Is that their name? The
Hockey team?
Yeah.
NW, or whatever they are? Yeah. PWHL?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep. She's killing it.
Boston Stampede? I don't know what they
I
are.
don't think it's Pride.
Blitz?
Blitz,
Boston Blitz,
maybe, yeah.
Love it, though.
But either way, she's up there.
Awesome.
Then I have the Frogs coach.
Frogs coach. Who's that?
I don't think they have coaches, but
Jeffrey Frog.
Jeff Frog from the
From the
TGL.
Yeah, Boston Common Frog.
And then last I have Joe Sacco.
Okay.
Or whatever the Bruins got going on.
Yeah.
Cool. Last.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
NWSL Boston, the legacy. I don't think they've appointed a coach yet.
Yeah, they
Where
just
would she
missed
be?
the list.
Women's soccer league in Boston. Where would she
Dead
be?
last.
Dead
She's
last.
awful.
Okay.
Awful.
Terrible.
Awful.
Terrible.
Awful.
Whoever that's kind of
Awful.
be. Or he.
Awful.
Could be
Get
he.
her out.
Could be he.
Yeah. Get her.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Okay. I think we gotta go.
Yeah.
That's the episode. Really tight, but we got a lot of things done.
We did.
Look at that. When we have.
I want to say shout out Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Gonna win the Prim.
Gonna win the Prem. Not the League of Champions.
No, but that is getting excited.
Arsenal.
Oh, Sino.
Crazy performance from them.
I also want to say shout out Justin Thomas.
Shout out Justin
Won
Thomas.
the RBC Heritage today in a playoff.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Gets to wear the red sweater.
Oh, much.
Hasn't won in a while
Yeah, that was cool.
in a playoff, so that was pretty cool.
That was sick.
JT's been playing good, and we missed it, but the Masters was awesome.
Masters was so awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not a Rory guy, as you all know, but
Right.
that was still awesome.
So awesome. I'm gonna say a quick shout out to Phil Perry of NBC Sports Network.
Okay.
Never really had an opinion on him, but I watched a segment that they did draft coverage, and I was like, we might have a guy in Phil Perry.
Yep.
In terms of TV presence.
Okay.
So shout out him.
Sweet.
Thanks for everyone for watching.
Any other shout outs?
That's it.
Anything else in your life?
Shout out to Quality.
Shout out to Quality. Shout out Cocoa Pebbles. Love Cocoa Pebbles.
Okay, the cereal.
Yep.
Nice.
Shout out, like old SNL sketch, super funny.
Okay, cool.
I love the
Ryan Gosling in Star Wars. Your thoughts? Will he save Star Wars?
No,
No.
can't be saved.
It's the guy who did Deadpool.
Fantastic Four.
I'm excited.
Excited.
Gonna
I'm
be
excited
fun.
for the vibe.
Me too.
Yeah.
Vibe's gonna be different.
Also, turns out the Silver Surfer, you probably know this, the Silver Surfer chick was in the comics, but not like.
No, not really. Girlfriend of
Yeah.
the male server. So maybe it'll be in. All right.